which is item 120.
Gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking of the recommendation.
Gentleman has the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, some of you may remember, not that anything I say is particularly memorable, but during the budget debate, I urged the body to keep this money in the budget. There wasn't much explanation as to why it was coming out, I suppose, other than just that the decision was made there wasn't enough money. The governor, with now a little extra money, has decided to recommend that we put it back in, but with a twist, that the money for solar, $2 million, which was in the original budget was taken out, be earmarked for projects in Southwest Virginia. A nice little twist, which I support. Now, we spend a lot of time in this body talking about the difficulties facing the economy in the southwestern part of our state, and appropriately so. Appropriately so. We spend a lot of time trying to figure out ways to help that part of our Commonwealth navigate the shoals of a changing economy, and particularly a changing energy economy. With no money in the budget for solar, we would not have any money in our budget dedicated for incentivizing solar in Virginia. And if we do not accept this amendment, we will give up the opportunity to perhaps incentivize up to 1 megawatt of installed solar capacity each of the next 2 years in Southwest Virginia. Now, I can be a bit of a broken record in committee and on the floor when I'm talking about solar. I always get frustrated and talk about North Carolina. I've cited some statistics in the past, but I'll give you a few more. In North Carolina, there are 450 companies involved in the solar energy industry. That supports over 4,300 jobs and supports at least $2 billion in direct investment in the state of North Carolina. Our solar energy here in Virginia, our solar energy industry, pretty moribund. We've basically ignored it as a legislative body. And here's a frustrating irony. We know of Virginians who live in Southwest Virginia and work in the solar industry, and they have to travel to North Carolina to do their jobs because North Carolina is more welcoming to solar than is Virginia. We simply can't allow Virginia to be left behind, and the current budget does. We have to help ignite this industry. We have to help ignite the economy in Southwest Virginia, and I urge the body to accept the governor's recommendation.